You are tuned in to your dose of positivity. I am Marlene Motivate, and as I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
And shout out to all the channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to get member only perks, join my channel membership. Hey everybody, it's Marlene of Marlene Motivates. Thank you so much for being here, supporting me, supporting this channel. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. I love to have you as part of the Motivators family. Thank you to each and every one of you. So today, everybody, we're going to be talking about focus and why it's important to have that focus in our life. So let me go to the chat and welcome who is in. If you guys have not already, please hit that like. I'd really appreciate it. And we have James in the house. How are you doing, James? Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you. So today, everybody, we're going to be talking about focus, and focus is something that is so important for us to do. I always have seen that the ones that become very successful in their life, they really work hard on focus. So we're going to get to the bottom of what focus is and what are the things that we should be focused on. You're good. Great. And happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you and to all of my Motivators family. Okay, let's do this. So get focused or lose out. Get focused or lose out. So first, we have to start talking about what focus is. So focus is the center of interest or of an activity. Focus is also defined as the possibilities for success, not on the potential or for failure. Also, it's very important for us to talk about the things that we are focusing on, because the things that we focus on is what we become or what we don't become. And one of the acronyms for focus is follow one course until successful. Follow one course until successful. That's that really has helped me, that acronym. I have it there in my notes, and I like to look at it from time to time because sometimes we are focusing on just what isn't happening, but we haven't focused in on the right things. So we have to focus until we become successful at whatever it is that we're looking for and whatever it is that we're seeking to win at. And it could be many things we're looking to be successful at. We could be looking to be successful entrepreneurs. Um, we could be looking to be successful as parents, or in our romantic relationship. We could want to focus in on being savvy when it comes to our finances. So it's a lot of things that we could be focused on. Also, we may focus on our health, because I personally believe your health is your wealth. Once you start getting some issues with your health, it's hard to go back and undo it. Some things are like you can't. Some things you just can't undo. But while you can, take care of yourself and go for whatever it is that you want and whatever it is that you're dreaming about. So, what should we not be focused on? We shouldn't be focused on other people's opinions. I know for myself, I put a lot of weight on the opinions of other people. Well, I'm trying my best not to, but like it is, I'm a work in action. I'm still actively working on myself. So sometimes I do get caught up. I get caught up in the things that people say, because it could be hurtful, it could be disrespectful. Um, or it could be something we feel they should just keep to themselves. Like, why are they telling me this? But that's one of the things, that we can't focus our energy on other people's opinions, because one thing that we have to know for sure is that their opinion is not the only opinion. Their opinion is not the only thing that matters. So when we start thinking about our focus, we have to also think about, we shouldn't focus also on what other people are doing in their life. When we focus on what other people are doing in their life, their business, we get our mind off of our business. Our business is the one that counts. Our business is the one that matters. So we got to take our mind off of what they're doing. What are they doing? Who are they with? What are they doing? How did they get that? Instead of focusing our mind on that, we need to focus our mind on our personal business and getting our life right. Whatever we're trying to do, mentally get focused, spiritually get focused, financially get focused, on our business get focused, on your relationships get focused on those things, instead of being focused on other people and what they like or not like about others. And another thing that we should not get focused on is what others think about our life. Stop putting that weight and that energy on it. You're wasting your energy, you're wasting your time, and it does not matter at the end of the day. What other people think of you is none of your business. Just like, okay, whatever, and let that go and release it. We have to release those things. And if we don't, we're going to be very frustrated our entire life, very frustrated, very angry, and a big complainer. Hey, Miss Tamika, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Happy Tuesday to you. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate you. And another thing that is important when we are talking about our focus, let's start with point number one. Get focused or lose out, everybody. Focus in on your enlightenment. There are things that we all need to grow in our understanding of. So it means reading something, getting a mentor, um, meeting with the right people, doing what you need to do, but focusing on how we can improve our own mindset, our own energy, our own light from within. And if we don't focus our energy on our own personal enlightenment instead of being looking at other people or being jealous of other people, that's wasted energy, time, and effort when we could be focusing on ourselves and how we can improve ourselves. Because the only person that we can change is ourselves. And we all know that to be the truth. We could all say all day long, oh, I can put so much energy because they'll change. I know I've said it in a relationship. I try my best to be nicer, to be kinder, and it doesn't change anybody, because if somebody doesn't want to change, they won't. All right. So focus on your own enlightenment, your own energy, the gifts, the talents that you have, using your own brain power, and make it happen. Whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. I want this message to be inspiring to someone who has been holding back from their dreams, holding back from trying to do something new because of other people telling them, and they get stuck, or they maybe hit a roadblock, or maybe they've run into some issues with maybe a business partner or getting funding, or maybe they have some other issues. But whatever it is that you really want to do in your life, you can do it. But we're the ones that have to be convinced. And the question always is, are you fully convinced of what you want to do? Because when you're fully convinced of what you have up here, your level of intelligence, your direction, what you can do, there's nobody that can stop you from getting what you want. You can have anything that you want if you focus on what you can do, focus on your brain power. See, that's what separates one person from the other. Nobody can touch another person, because each person has their own skills and their own way of doing things, and you do it with your own personality and your own like spin on it. So don't let anybody get you off focus, get you off your focus, get you off your direction from what you're supposed to do with your purpose in your life. Hey, Shantirement, how are you doing? Welcome. Really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Happy Tuesday to you. If you haven't hit the like already, please hit the like. I really appreciate it. Now, in talking about focus, I think it's also important for us to focus on our blessings. Now, we're talking about getting focused or losing out. There could be a blessing right there in front of us. There could be something that we're given, and you have it. It's right there. It's for you, but you're so busy complaining about what you don't have, and looking at another person. Well, I don't have what they have. We are not meant to have what other people have. We're meant to have what we personally need. What we need. That's what's important. That's one of the most important things about life, is you have to realize that what is meant to be for you will be, and focus on what you have, learning to focus in on your blessings and not think about what you don't have. I realize that is something very important. It's very hard for us to take our eye off the target, right? It's very hard for us to get sidetracked. We easily get sidetracked. And then when you get sidetracked, it's hard to get ourselves back on track and start getting focused once again. But we can do it. This is a new year. We are in 2024, and we are making it happen. I say to all you motivators, what are you making happen in your life? What do you choose? What is your portion? Will you choose to have an abundance? See, you got to have that abundant thinking. You have to feel that abundance is happening to me. I'm going to get great things, but it requires us getting our eyes on the target. I'm going to give you an example before I welcome in. Hey, Real Talk, Mr. Prince, and also Robert Gant. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Tuesday. So I want to give the example of an eagle, and we know the eagle has one of the best of the animal kingdom with eyesight, and they can see their target from thousands of miles up on top of a rooftop. Even when they're soaring above, they can see what they want. They can see their focus, and we need to be that way when it comes to the things that is meant to be for us. Don't allow the negativity from other people to cause us to get our mind off our target. Or don't let distractions, don't be easily distracted. And there are people who will try to distract you from your purpose, from your plan, from your goals, from what you deserve. There are people out there and their objective is to break you because they wish that they were you. How sad is that? Some people just don't want to see another woman or another man win. Their goal and their objective is to get you to stop. They want to get you to stop doing what you do because you are intimidated, because they're jealous of you, because they don't like you for whatever reason. People want to do anything to stop you, to get your eyes off the target so that you can lose, so that they can start to win, so other people will get their attention. There are some people that they want the attention and the focus all the time. They don't like to not be the center of attention. They don't like to be the person in the room that isn't the smartest. But we can't do anything about those people. We have to get focused on using our blessings. Now, what blessings do you have in your life? Do you have the blessing of being very empathetic? Are you courageous? Are you a great leader? Are you a good friend, listener? Well, those are blessings. Those are gifts that each person has that is different. No two people have the same blessings. No two people have the same gifts. And we have to learn to appreciate our gifts. We have to learn to appreciate our blessings, the things that you have, the things that you receive. Learning to walk in gratitude. Walking in gratitude is so important because we have to show that the things that we have, we're grateful for it. I'm not just going to be like, oh yeah, this is mine and it's all ours. There's a lot of things that we have that has been given to us, has been nurtured inside of us. And I want to say to somebody who has some potential, you have a potential to do something great and you're sitting on that gift. What are you going to do about it? Get up and make it happen. It's not going to happen overnight, but don't give up. If it's something that is inside of you and you really want to do it, that's your gift. That's your blessing. Make sure you use it. Yeah, focus on your gifts, everybody. Focus on the gifts that you have. Every single person is different. My gift is different from your gift. And that's the thing about being focused. If we stay focused on what we can do, what is our personal gift, what has been downloaded on the inside of us, there is nobody else that can stand against us. There's nobody that can stand against you when you use your gifts. Focus on those gifts. Improve your gifts. Love your gifts. Embrace them. Don't be scared. Be consistent with your gift. Don't do things haphazardly. Don't procrastinate. Don't drag your feet on your gifts. Get focused, or you may be losing out on something great, something amazing that you deserve. And it's there waiting for you. Are you going to pick up your gifts and use them? Or are you just going to put them on the shelf? Yeah. We think sometimes the things that we can do, we underestimate ourselves. We talk ourselves down. We make it seem like what we do is not good enough, or, I'm okay. I do. Don't diminish the gifts that you have inside that has been given to you. Do not diminish your gifts and do not let other people diminish your gifts. Believe in those gifts. It was given to you for a reason. It definitely was. Let me see what comments. If I missed anything, I think I missed a comment up above. Yes, Shantirement, real talk, real talk, real talk. And Tamika says, yes. And Robert says, hit the like button and share this out. Thank you all so much. Yeah, we have to definitely focus on the gifts that we personally have. That is so important. And this is another important one. Get focused or lose out, everybody. Focus on what you can do. And this is a game changer. It's a game changer for us to realize that there's certain things that we can't do. And it's not to be negative, it's the reality. There are certain things that we cannot do. But don't waste your energy saying what you can't do. Focus your effort, your energy, your vision onto what you can do. And then you make choices that show this is what I can do. So I'm going to put my energy, my time, my effort, everything into the things that I can do. See, it helps us to not only make better choices, it brings us peace of mind. It makes us happy. It makes us have more gratitude for what we do have when we focus on what we can do. But it's something we have to choose every day. You have to choose to focus on your gifts. You have to choose to focus on what you can do and not worrying about what other people think that you can do, what other people say, what they like, whatever, yada, yada, yada. I had to start giving myself that permission again. And I recommend that to you all too. Give yourself permission to believe in yourself. And it's something that I had to say to myself when I lack that encouragement, inspiration, and motivation in my life. I remind myself, Marlene, you are great at this. You were born for this. Go and do it. Don't doubt yourself. And I want you to tell yourself the same thing. Don't doubt yourself. When there is something that you can do, when it's a gift, when it's a blessing, when it's something that it just comes naturally to you, don't take that for granted. Do it. Turn up the heat. Show that I'm using my talents. I'm using my gifts, and get focused on what you have and stop worrying about what you don't. When we think about the things that we can do, and there are many, it makes me feel happier. It gives me more joy, and I feel purpose in my life when I focus in on me. And that's not being selfish, it's being real. There are certain things that I know that I do in a great way. I know what I can do, but I also realize certain limitations. I know that there's certain things that it's not meant to be for me. So I don't focus my energy trying to win, trying to get certain things, trying to do certain things when I know that that is not within me. I know that it doesn't bring me delight. I know that it's not within my values. I know that it's not within, my happiness. No, don't try to be different. Don't try to do things for popularity or clout or whatever it is. No, we're going to do things that is meant to be for us, that fills up our cup. I found that to be something wonderful when I started realizing the certain gifts that I had from within. And it fills up my cup in a way that nothing else has. When you know that you have a gift at something, you research it. You learn how to do better. You learn to improve the quality of your own life, and it brings you more happiness because you're doing what you're supposed to do. When you do what you're supposed to do, your energy goes up, your light goes up, you become more focused, you have more joy, and you draw other people who are like that. But when you focus on, I can't do this and I can't do that, when you focus on the can'ts, you're always going to be miserable. And guess what? You're going to draw other people just like those gnats, those bugs, irritating, making a lot of noise, but not making any movements, always talking about what they're going to do, but they never do it. We don't want to be around people who are like mosquitoes, those bugs, very irritating. Leave them off. Get focused. Focus on you, what you can do, what you're supposed to do, what you like, what is your purpose, your plan, your agenda. Go for it, okay? Focus on what you can do and don't worry about what you can't, okay? Let's see. Let's see who is in the house. We have Miss Charlene Heal. How are you doing, Charlene? Welcome. Yes, use your natural abilities. How are you doing, Charlene? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for the share. And I feel that this is a very important discussion because a lot of people will feel discouraged, uninspired, sad, so many things. And I want you all to understand that it is a mindset shift. You have to allow your mind to change and shift to something different. It may be uncomfortable, it may be something new, but you can do it. Allow your mind to focus on that gratitude, that appreciation, your blessings, your gifts. When we focus on those things, you're going to see your energy goes up and your light and your direction will certainly improve. Welcome in, Sirius. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. Really appreciate you being here. I hope all is well with you. So, yeah, everybody, it's so important to focus on what we can do. What can you do in your life? A lot. What is the potential within me? A lot. What choices do I make? Good choices. So when we get back on track and start getting focused on our life and all of those things, then we can really do some amazing things in life. We get it on our purpose, get in our plan for our life. We live our life with joy. Yeah. And it feels good. It feels when you not only do what you're supposed to do, but you do it with passion. You do it with your purpose and you feel your light rising. Yeah, your light rises. I feel that this is a message that needs to be received by somebody. I don't know if it's somebody here or somebody who will watch this video. Do not dim your light for other people, especially negative people who don't receive you well. Don't turn down what you can do. Don't dim your light. Don't try to shift to make other people feel comfortable. Don't do that. Turn your light up. Turn up your vibration. Go for it. Put into second gear. Take off, because that's what you're supposed to do. Whatever is meant to be for you and your purpose and your plan for your life, do it. Focus on that and elevate your life. There's no reason for us to be in a space where we feel uncomfortable, uninspired. No, we have to take back our own power. And it's making the decision. I'm making the decision to live. I'm making a decision to thrive. Every single day I wake up and I say to myself, I choose me. I choose me. When you wake up every day, you have to say that out loud. I choose me. I choose to love myself. I choose to be my own friend. I choose to use my thoughts. I choose to use my talents. I choose to bless others. I choose to be encouraging. I choose to look at the positive in my life. It changes every direction of your life. When you choose to look at your life, okay? When you choose to look at your life in a positive way, in a motivational way, you can't help but other things start happening. Other things shift when you stop allowing the negativity, the naysayers. They're always going to be around, but you put up your shield. Go silent. Go silent. Don't tell them your business. Stop hanging out. Don't tell them what you're doing. You're focused. You're moving forward. This is what we do when we know our worth. And you do. You know your power and your worth. So you move forward in doing what you're supposed to do. Don't stop down. Don't slow down. Don't make other people comfortable. Don't wait for other people to get on board with our dreams. Don't try to convince other people of your value and your worth. You haven't. Do you realize that? You have talents and gifts. Yes, you do. You have the talents and the gifts inside of you, but are you using them? Are you believing in your talents and your gifts? Are you? I hope so, because I feel that somebody needed to hear that message just now. And we have S. Oliver in the house. How are you doing? Welcome in. I've been here, just got home, and not as active in the chat. Thank you so much, S. Oliver. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here, and happy Tuesday to you. Thank you so much. Hi. I said hi to Sirius. Sirius says, thumbs up on your way in. Exactly. Robert says, don't let others dim your light down either. This light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Amen, Robert. Don't let anybody dim down your light. And there are a lot of people that if we are not careful, our own relative, our own friends will try to block us from happiness because they're in an unhappy state, because they choose that. I remember when my mentor told me that you're miserable because you're choosing to be. Once you choose to be enlightened, once you choose to believe in yourself, once you choose to know your value and your worth, everything else will shift. And it is a real thing, and it's a true thing. Once you believe in your power, your might, your gifts, there's nothing that can stop it. It's only up from there. Yeah, we're elevating over here. We are elevating over here. Doing fantastic, sis. I see you are too. Yes, I am. Thank you so much, Charlene. And we have Puzzle Pieces in the house. How are you doing, Puzzle Pieces? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Happy Tuesday to you as well. Sirius says, we can't outperform our level of self-esteem. We can't draw to others more than we think we are worth. Yeah, you're the one that has to believe in yourself. I wish that I had learned that. I wish that that was something that was taught. You know, there's some things that are taught in school that I think should be just left off and teach these children life skills, you know, about personal development, self-awareness, self-love, self-respect. Those are the things that need to be taught in school. There should be a class in elementary school on learning to love yourself. I think it would develop phenomenal adults in the future, wonderful leaders, if more people believe that they would be leaders instead of followers. We need people who are developers, people who are trendsetters, people who are not afraid to step outside of the box and do something new. And those are the people I'm trying to reach. I'm not talking about the bottom feeders. I'm not trying to throw no shade, but I'm trying to reach people who are trying to do something in their life and not the ones that are just making excuses. Because we can always make excuses. You can make excuses. And I hear it every year with the people that I coach. I hear every year they talk about new year, new start, right? They get all excited. It's a new year. I'm about to lose 50 pounds. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. 2 weeks later, it all fizzles out. So what happened? They lost their focus. They really didn't want it. They really didn't want it. And another thing, they didn't have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you will lose focus. You got to have something to look forward to, something you read, something you look at. So for some people, it's a vision board. Some people, it's a planner. Some people, it's motivational quotes. But you have to have something to focus your mind on. If you don't have something to focus your mind on, I'm telling you, the entertainment world, your family, a job, there's so many other things will get your focus, get you sidetracked. No, we're not doing that. We're going to stay on purpose, on course. Okay? We're going to stay on purpose and on course. Thank you so much, S. Oliver. I appreciate it. Yes. Yes, 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 everybody. I'm going to remove this comments and I'm going to go to, I think this is my last point. I'm about to put the link in the chat. Okay. And the last point that I have, everybody, is focus on what is best for you. Focus on what is best for you now. I know that it's a hard thing, especially when we have our families. You got families, you have responsibilities, you got bills, housework, this, on and on. The list goes on and on and on. But I'm talking about getting focused or losing out. Get focused in on what is best for you. So if what's best for you is going to school, then do that. If what's best for you is working from home, then do that. But we have to know what works for us and don't try to fit ourselves into a mold that's not meant for you. You're going to be miserable. You're going to be fighting your way out. You're going to be complaining. You're going to make everybody around you miserable as well until you experience peace of mind, until you experience self-love, until you respect yourself, until you have enough courage to go after your dreams, you will be miserable. So we're the ones that have to make that decision. I'm going to get focused. I'm going to believe in myself. I'm determined. I can do it. I'm smart enough. I'm gifted. Yeah, it's meant to be for me, but you're the one that has to believe that. You're the one that has to believe in you. You're the one that has to say, I can do something phenomenal. Okay? I'm the one that has to say it. You're the one that has to say, I can do something phenomenal. Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. We try to tell ourselves that we can't do phenomenal things, maybe because our age, maybe a disability, whatever. There's always going to be an excuse that we can make for us to not do something. We do it every single day. Oh, I'm tired, or tomorrow, and it never comes. So this is an assignment for all of you. For you to get back on track with the focus, just choose one thing that you want to start focusing on and start doing it on a regular basis. And then we go to the next one and go to the next one and go to the next one. So if it's getting back focused on drinking water, not having fried food, staying away from negative people, whatever it is that you need to do in your life, focus on one thing at a time. That's a wonderful thing that my mentor has helped me in getting on track with your purpose in your life. Don't try to do 10 things because it can happen. You can't do 10 things all at the same time on the same day. But what you can do is maybe one or two. Maybe just one. It's okay. But think about it. If you do one amazing thing every day, that means that you have done 365 things in 1 year. When I started thinking about it in those terms, like breaking it down, that made me joyful. You could do at least 365 things new this year. You can. So go for it and do it. Yes, if you are in the bushes, please hit the like button. Thank you so much, Robert. Hey, Carol, how are you doing? Welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. How was your day? Happy Tuesday to you. Puzzle Pieces says, when we lose focus on ourselves because of others, it is our job to reclaim our focus and push away whoever is distracting us. And I don't know why sometimes I feel so guilty. I feel guilty when I do something kind or nice for myself. I feel guilty when I can't do something for another person, but we're the ones that have to stop thinking that it's something wrong with self-care. There's something wrong with boundaries, and it isn't. There's nothing wrong with having boundaries. There's nothing wrong with believing in our light, believing in ourselves, having our own time. And it doesn't matter if you are in a romantic relationship or not, whether you have kids or you don't, you work or you don't. Every single person needs their own personal time so that you can refresh yourself, so that you can start thinking, so you can have peace of mind, so you can have your joy. Yeah, we have to do it, but it's our job. And thank you so much for your comment, Puzzle Pieces. It really is. We have to get away from whatever the distraction is. And unfortunately, sometimes the distraction may be ourself. You know, we talk ourselves out of our gifts. We talk ourselves out of doing things that we know that we need to do. We know that it's a good thing, but we get involved in being discouraged. We doubt ourselves. We put our own self down. We bring up the past. Well, I didn't do it back then, and it probably won't work out now. Don't put yourself down. We have to stop devaluing ourselves, our power, our worth. You can do it, but you're the one that has to believe it. That was a good that was a good thought, Puzzle Pieces. I really appreciate it. So there is a link here in the chat. If there's anybody who wants to hit that link, you're more than welcome. Puzzle Pieces. And it's a hard thing to do, Marlene. It is. It's a very hard thing to do, especially when we have been negative for a long period of time, or we have people around us that are negative. It's hard to be positive in a negative environment, but it's possible. It's hard, but it's not impossible. See, anything is possible if you set your mind to it, if you believe in it. No, see, if when somebody is determined to do something, when you are determined to do something, it doesn't matter the weather, it doesn't matter if it's cold, if it's hot, you're going to do it, right? So if you want to do something, everybody, you can. Right, Robert? We have to be accountable for ourselves. There's nobody that can make us accountable but us. Yes. Robert, the link is posted if you want to share your story. So I see Miss Puzzle Pieces in the background. Let's welcome her to the show. Thank you so much for being here, Miss Puzzle Pieces.
Marlene, you know my name. How are you, Marlene?
Yes, I do know your name.
It's so weird to hear Miss Puzzle Pieces instead of Miss Nexie.
Yep. I think I'm going to start calling you Miss Puzzle Pieces. I like it.
Oh, that's it. Friendship is over. How are you, Marlene? Great topic, by the way. Great
Thank
topic.
you so much.
Especially right now in the beginning of the year, these are the topics that we need to bring up because, we have New Year's resolutions, New Year's this, New Year's that, and mid-month of January, we already forget.
Yes.
I was supposed to be working out I don't know how many times a week. I haven't even started yet, but that's the point, is that we have to get refocused on our goals, because sometimes we'll get distracted either by family members, by a birth of someone, or by us trying to help. And so what I had to do as of recent is I had to refocus myself and push away that person or those people that were distracting me, because I started noticing that I was going back to that, yes, of course, kind of person. Yeah, I'll do it. No problem. Yes.
Oh.
I was forgetting the part where I learned to say, nope, not me, not anymore.
Yeah.
That is all about me part.
Yeah.
So, it's so good that you bring these topics, Marlene, because it kind of, brings us back to, oh, yeah, remember, I have to focus on me. I said it was all about me this time.
Yeah. And you know what, Miss Puzzle Pieces?
Oh, she's doing it again.
You know what? I found to be something that's very effective. I give myself my alarm, because okay, let me be honest. When my alarm goes off, I never take that first one. So I have to have at least 2 or 3 times that I make the alarm go off. So what I do is, since I know that I'm going to do that, I start my alarm earlier and earlier. So instead of putting my alarm for 6, for 7 o'clock and then waking up at 8. I put it at 7, so I know that I'm gonna wake up at 7, but instead of I'll wake up at 7 instead of waking up at 8. You see what I'm trying to say? So I already
Mhm.
know that I'm gonna hit that snooze 2 or 3 times, but I know once okay, 3 times, that's enough. I have a limit, and that's the things that I had to learn too, learning to have a limit with other people too. I have a limit with myself, but I
Mhm.
also have to have limits with other people, what I allow. Okay, like I'll say, I'll do 2 things for them this month, and that's it. And once I do those 2 things for them, I'm sorry, I'm busy.
Mhm.
That's having limits, that's having healthy boundaries.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And it's so true about the alarms. Of course, it takes 7 for me at different hours because of the type of work I did, right?
Uh-huh.
But what I'm noticing is that I'm not even hearing them, which is kind of weird. But anyway, what I'm noticing is that I have to put alarms in different places. Like, I have my alarm clock, and then I have my phone, and then I have my iPad. So I have to put them, so I have to get up and turn them off so that I don't go back to sleep, because that's what I was doing, snoozing them. I just do it for 5 more minutes and I'll get up right away. I know I will do it. 5 minutes turn into 3 hours back at, sleep.
Mm,
So I started putting them far away, super loud, so I have to get out of bed.
mm. Yes. See, next, see how you know how my loudest alarm and my last alarm is in the kitchen. So
Exactly.
I know when I'm up, then I just go and I hit the tea, and okay, I turn the tea on. I will take a shower, start my exercise. Yeah, and that's how I get my day started. But if it's up to me, I'm not one of those people who turn off my alarm. Oh yeah, and get up the first time. No, it will never happen for me. I'm being
It,
honest.
it
It will.
used to be me. It used to be me. I don't know, you just learn these bad habits as you go along with life.
No,
But it used to be me.
Nancy, I don't think it's really bad habits. I just think we get exhausted with this
Mm,
life.
true.
I don't think that we get lazy. I think that we become overwhelmed from all of the years of not putting in time into ourselves, from years of not filling up our cup,
It's
of
true.
not saying no. So our body is like, oh, you don't want to stop? I'll stop you for you. Okay. I'm about to lock down, shutting down. You're like when the computer shuts down. That's it.
and
It's a
and it's
wrap.
true. And another thing is that is important, you brought up, Marlene, is that even with family, right? Because we do it a lot with coworkers and friends, and we're like, no, you know what, I can't. This time I can't. But with family, we sometimes tend to not use certain techniques that we use with others. And they take advantage of us because the fact that we don't do it.
Mm,
So I feel that even with family, I know we love them, we want to be there for them, we want to do everything for them, but because we get burned out either way, we have to have some type of um, boundaries. We have to put in
mhm.
place some type of boundaries, even with our kids, like you said earlier, with our parents. We
Yes.
have to have that with our parents as well, because sometimes, because you're the only one that actually answers, your siblings are always either working or somewhere else, so you're the only one that is available, even though you work and you are somewhere else as well. So
Hmm.
we have to put those things in place with parents, with our children,
Hmm.
with our siblings. And I'm gonna go there, Marlene.
Uh-oh. Let me move my feet out the way. No toes be stepped on over here. Hold on. Let me move
Sorry,
back.
everybody. Yeah, move
Let
your
me move
move your
back.
toes, move your
All
toes.
right. I'm moving back. All right. I'm out the way.
Yeah, and with ourselves. Big.
Oh, come on. Why you had to do that? That was low, next. That was low.
Your feet are away from, so I'm not stepping on them, because we sometimes
uh,
are that person that
oh,
We have that person that we can go to every time and and we overdo it. So
Yes,
as we're putting boundaries and putting and taking that time for ourselves and moving away, we have to do that for others as well.
you do. You
Sorry,
do.
Marlene, did I hit your toes in any way?
Oh, you got the edges. I don't have on the steel toe boots today, so I just have on socks. So
Because I feel that we tend to forget about how culpable we are as well. Because
yes.
people do this to us. Yeah, they overstep.
Mhm.
They don't. We have to implement boundaries with them, with everything, but then we have to do it with ourselves too, because we
Mhm.
forget that we are sometimes that person.
Yep.
Oh, can you pick up this from the store since you're already going? Yeah, but I wasn't going. Yeah, but you're already out and about. So can you do that?
Yeah. And the whole thing about that, I learned because I have an awesome life coach right now, and she's helping me with that. With like when somebody's trying to railroad you or force you to do something, try to back you into a corner, no matter what. She said, don't back down. No matter how
Mm-hmm.
many times say, oh, and you can do it, and how come? And I thought, no, no, do not change it. Because then later on you'll complain about it, you'll be mad, why didn't I say no? And I really couldn't afford it, or I'm tired, or whatever it is. So that that's what you want to do. And we have to learn to follow that gut instinct because it's right on course. If we're tired, you're tired. Let your say no. I
Exactly.
can't. It's no. That's
Exactly. But again, we have to, if we're gonna be speaking on behalf of others that do certain things, we have to also, right, include ourselves, because I have that
Mhm.
person, Marlene, that I can go to for anything, and that is always
Uh-oh. Your mic went out. Or was it me?
taking advantage of them,
Okay.
being rude or in any way, or said, hey, you're overstepping. But I have to take that into consideration, that if I don't like people to be overstepping, then why am I doing this to this person, right?
Mhm. Yeah, you have to also make sure you're not doing like I try my best, and I have really good people in my life that will say, Marlon, what you doing? I'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, what do you mean? Well, would you want me? And you never really want to say, call your own self out. Well, maybe somebody could say, no, you wouldn't.
No, you don't. That's the most uncomfortable thing to do.
Yeah. It is to accept that, accept your imperfections, accept when you don't always do the best, but you need to have people in your life that will say, when's the last time you did this and this, because your real people will know what you like. When's the last time you did this, or got into your hobby, or had some fun, or did this. When we take time to refresh ourselves, we fill up our cup and we start feeling good so that we can get focus once again. But if you keep going and you're burning the candle at both ends, you can't get focused because you're tired.
Hmm.
You're tired, and it's only a matter of time before that is gonna come. It's gonna burn out, and then you're gonna fizzle out.
You're just gonna have the wax melted on the
Yes,
on
it's
the
gonna just
floor.
be wax melted. Mhm.
But again, it's up to us to either remove people that are taking us off track, distracting us in any way. And I don't mean don't be friends with them, move them, kick them. No, what I mean is, if you know that you have to work out at, let's say, 7 p.m., right? And you have that one person that always calls you at 6:50. Don't answer. Don't
Oh.
answer until after you're done with your workout. If it's an
Mhm.
emergency, then they're gonna text you or whatever. But you know that person always calls you like right before you're gonna do something, and then you get distracted talking, and then you're like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll work out tomorrow, because that's exactly what happens to me. So I had to refocus everything. Now I have to do ABC when I get up, and then I can take anyone's texts or phone calls at this time,
Mhm.
and then I have to block my time again from 3 to so and so time, and I do it so that I can go back to saying, okay, why didn't I? What did I forget today? What am I supposed to do
Yeah,
tomorrow? Because it's we have to think about us
we
for a
do.
change.
And
We have to.
I'm sorry, next year you
No,
finish.
no, go ahead, go ahead. No, I said we have to. We have to.
Yeah, we do. We have to. And I'm going to tell you something that has really helped me. In my phone, I have something that has really been helping me a lot. And I have an alarm will pop up and it says Marlene time. So you insert your name and it could be 5 minutes or 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, but in your time, this is when you speak your positive affirmations, when you encourage yourself, give yourself a boost. It's usually when I drink some water because I struggle with drinking water. So I need those reminders. I also have reminders in my phone to eat because yes, I'm one of those people. I can go till 3, 4 o'clock and not eat. So I have to put those reminders in my phone. Marlene, time to eat. Marlene, did you have some water? And it goes, my alarm's going off all day long because I need that reminder to keep me on track, to keep me focused. And it may sound silly, but it has been working.
It actually does.
Has
It
been
actually does.
working. Yeah.
It actually does. Yes. And when you have to admit to yourself, Marlene, this is the reason why a lot of times those goals, those things that we put on perspective for us, or other things in our lives, the reason why they don't work is because we don't take into consideration who we are, right? If you know that you need reminders for everything because you either get distracted easily, you procrastinate, you are all about others and not you, you have to know yourself and do things that are gonna work for you. Like for you, the timer, Marlene time, reminds you of water, reminds you of this, reminds you of that.
Mm-hmm.
If you know that that's what it takes, then that's exactly what we have to do to get refocused,
Mm-hmm.
to continue on the journey of our life, or of my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your life. So we have to remember it's my life, it's Marlene's life.
Yeah.
And if we're lucky to have others around us, that's fine. But it's my life and it's Marlene's life. It's our individual life. That's the whole point, is that we have to do the best that we can to live the best life that we can as an individual.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you're right. Carol says, my phone reminds me to stand up if I've been sitting still for over an hour, and I do.
Yes, me too. I have that too, because sometimes, you're at work and you're either doing so many things at once, you forget that you've been sitting there. And then you look at your time, you're like, I've been sitting for an hour. That is a great, great reminder, Carol. Great reminder.
Yes, it is a great reminder. We have to remember that if we don't take care of ourselves, how can we be there for others? And I know just about everybody who is here, they are in charge of helping somebody. That you have somebody important that depends on you, and if you're not okay, mental health wise, physically, financially, whatever it is that's going on with you, if you're not okay, how can you be there for them? You can't.
Exactly. Exactly. Especially if it's someone that depends on you totally because, their special needs. You have to be more than a-okay within you, because
Yeah.
they have no choice but to depend on you. So you want to give them the better version of you, right? That
Yeah.
you can. And so, a lot of times I know that we come from a large group of families, Marlene, that they, since we're little, they put on our heads that we have to help everybody in the family.
Next
Everybody.
demands, not asking, demands.
Marlene, I didn't want to go there.
Demands next, just say it.
Okay, they
Demands.
demand for us. No, they do. They demand for us to be there for
Mhm.
everybody else in the family,
Mhm.
right? Everybody else is before us, and that's something that is put in our head since we're very, very young. So and so, yeah, you have needs, yeah, but your cousin, she needs you right now. Your grandmother, she needs you right now. Your grandpa. So everything is about everybody else. We grow up with that mentality, which is why therapy is such a good thing
Yeah.
to do for people like us, because they can bring about a change that we have never been privy to. We have never known what. Wait. Is it okay to put me first?
Yeah.
Pin me first on that
Mhm.
little comment.
Mhm.
Me. It's okay to think about me first.
Me?
Like, exactly. Like, wait. That's not selfish. That's
Yeah.
not being rude. That's not being a bad daughter, a bad granddaughter, a bad cousin, a bad, you know what I mean, niece.
Yeah.
So
A bad mom.
a bad mom. So all of
Mhm.
those things that they hammer into our head since we're little, that everybody else is before us. It's a bad combo, because it gets us really tired. It takes everything that we got because we're trying to help everybody else before us. And
Exactly.
that can create a lot of resentment too, Marlene, by the
Yeah.
way. So
Mhm.
therapy helped me, Marlene, to understand that being putting myself first for the first time in my life wasn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't being selfish.
Oh, and Miss Nexie and there are people in our lives that when we start doing things, I was like, "You're getting your hair done again? You're doing your nail? You're at the gym? Like, when did you start going to the gym? Yeah, for quite a few months now. But why? Because I care about myself. They're like, what? Even my family, they almost had a heart attack. They're like, she's drinking water. Look,
Since
come.
when?
You drink water? I was like, yeah, I take care of myself now. I was like, no soda. I said, no soda.
What's
Oh,
wrong
look
with
at
her?
there. Look at there.
And
Look at
then
that.
Marlene, you go to a family gathering, and then you hear your cousin twice removed come to you and say, "So you don't drink soda anymore?" You're
Yeah,
like, "How did you
I was like,
know?"
what is the big deal?
I heard you're drinking more water. You're like, "How do you know?"
Yep. I'm telling you, word travels fast on the family streets.
Especially when you're focusing on you only and
Yeah.
not doing for the family. I'm sorry, I
Yep.
had to say it. I had to say
Yep.
it because it happened to me too.
Listen, Nexie, there comes a time where you have to. At this point in my life, I figure I've put in so much years into everybody. How much years have I put into me? Not that much. I don't even think I put a year into me after all my years. I think I
Yeah,
put in maybe 2 or 3 months. Put
Marlene, I have
it
been,
into me.
yeah, I
Not good. That's not good results.
don't go to Marlene for advice on that one. No, I
Yeah.
have been married. I got married very young, had kids
Mhm.
young. So I don't, I think that I'm now, okay, at my young age of, I'm barely, I'm barely now starting to focus on me.
Mhm.
And it's hard because you're so used to doing everything for everybody else, being there for everybody else, that even with therapy and everything, I still feel guilty sometimes. So say, you know what, I've been selfish today. If I say no, I don't want to go and I'm not going, I feel selfish today because I didn't want to go, or I didn't feel like going, or I'm not going because I'm gonna do something for me today.
Yeah.
I feel so guilty still because, we're so used to, like, we have to be there for
Yeah.
everybody. And that's exhausting. So until now, I'm focusing on, no, it's a me time now. I'm going to do what is good for me.
Yeah.
Those who don't like it, then hey, go on and live your lives, but let me
Yeah.
live mine, because
Yeah.
everybody else around me does whatever they want, and, don't even include me.
Mhm.
They do everything, and I'm like, okay, so why am I including you, or I'm trying to, do everything I can to be part of you when you're not even including me in it? So
Mhm.
no, from now on, and
Mhm.
I said that this is my year. I'm gonna focus on me, concentrate on me,
Mhm.
and do everything that it's good for me.
Yes, Nexie. And as you go on in your walk of your self-care, self-awareness, and self-love, I'm telling you, you're gonna get like me when they'll say something like, "Oh, you're doing that." I was like, you sound a little jealous to me. Therapy helps that. Hmm.
James and S. Oliver, yes.
Yeah,
I just this year
29.
I'm gonna turn 30 this year for like I think it's my 15th or 20th year turning 30. But yeah,
Oh,
29.
no, Nexie, I'm always going to be 21. I'm sorry. I turn 21 every year. 21. I'm sticking to it.
you,
Sticking to 21.
you just wanna stay forever 21.
Yes, I'm forever 21. Yes, thank you. I received that. So I feel like this is a great topic and discussion. We could go on and on even longer, but yeah, I feel like we've come to a point where we should break and pick up talking about another topic tomorrow. So thank you so much, Miss Nexie.
Thank you for having me, Ms. Marlene. And again, great topic for beginning of the year, because we need to be reminded. Because I'm not kidding you. I said I was gonna start certain thing on the first. Guess what? It's the 22nd now,
Yeah,
and I still haven't. So it's
yeah,
good because now you reminded me again. Like, yes, it's about us. And thank you for the topic. Thank you for everything, all the topics that you bring out to us, because they're amazing topics, Marlene.
yeah.
And thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much, Miss Nexie. And to everybody who is in the chat who joined me, those who watch on the replay, I appreciate each and every one of you. Get motivated, everybody. Get focused. Get inspired. Mindset shift. Know that you deserve the best of everything. You really, truly do. But you got to choose yourself every day you wake up. Choose yourself. Choose me. Like I said, choose me, and choose yourself again. Self love is the key. So thank you guys so much for supporting. Thank you. If you have not a light when you came in, please like as you exit. I'm about to end with the channel song. So thank you guys for supporting. Miss Nexie, shout out to you. Shout out to my awesome mods and to my channel members. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me, I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, hey, yeah.